Hey Dorothy and Russell, it's Pastor DJ out here to give you a quick tip on putting. But more importantly than putting is a reminder that golf is a game and you're supposed to have fun. If you're not having fun, you're not enjoying the game. Now, you've heard before people say that you drive for show and you putt for dough. Most of the time you will see in tournaments, professional or even amateur, they come down to the simple tactics of putting, because it's all one on the green. It is driving for show and putting for dough. One of the things that you have to remember is practice in golf never makes perfect. There's no such thing as the perfect golf game. It doesn't exist. But practice does make better. And what is so interesting is you find that people in the professional world that practice the most perform the best. One of the drills that I like to use with friends and students in the past is the 4-ball lineup. Too often times you see people come out and they try to rush to the tee box, or they try to hurry up and make their tee time, and they don't have very often or very much time to warm up. I say if you got any time extra, go to the putting green. Not so much at the driving range, but go to the putting green and line up a 4-ball. Sometimes you'll see a couple guys out there, or ladies, and they drop a couple balls here and a couple balls there, and they're putting 12 and 15-foot putts, and they miss them, and before they even get to the tee box, they're already discouraged. Listen, you got to start the first part of your day out right. Just like God's Word says, you can choose to be happy this day, or you can choose to be sad. I say make it as easy on yourself as you can. Start out with a simple drill like this, and your day will be great. What I like to do is I like to take a ball and put it 6 to 8 inches out from the hole. If you don't get used to seeing the ball go in the hole from 6 to 8 inches out, it's hard to imagine it going into the hole 12 to 15 foot out. What I like to tell people is start small so that you can begin to see the ball going into the hole. Visualization is a lot in golf. What I ask people to do is line 4 balls up, anywhere between 6 and 8 inches apiece, starting 6 to 8 inches from the hole. Upon address, you draw that line through the ball, just 6 or 8 inches out. It's always good to remember when putting, it's back and forth. I'm just kidding. Everyone knows that. It's back and to and through the hole. Skip down to your second ball. Back and to and through the hole. Many people, when they begin to start this drill, or if they get into a situation where they're seeing a putt, oftentimes you will see that people will forget to continue their follow-through. Follow-through is everything. It's just as important as the beginning of their take-back. And once you've completed this drill several times over again, it begins to get fun. You can then start practicing on the longer putts, but don't try something bigger that's impossible sometimes. You want to start small. You want to start with little steps. Just like reading God's Word. I have people in my church all the time that tell me that they just don't feel like they can read God's Word on a daily basis. So I encourage them, you know what? There's 31 Proverbs. There's 31 chapters of the book of Proverbs, written by the wisest man that ever lived next to Jesus. I encourage them, whatever day of the month that it is, whether it's the 1st, the 2nd, the 15th, read that chapter of Proverbs every day. Get the first part of your day started right, and everything else will fall into place. And remember, this is Pastor DJ Daly, back to you, Dorothy and Russell, reminding you guys to keep it in the fairways and greens.